Hello, supply raiding tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Xcom 2 Long War 2 with me, BlueAnkylo. So, at the end of last episode, there was a question I had for myself on whether or not I should add intel or to boost or not. I decided to spend the intel to go from heavy activity to light-moderate. So instead of having like 30 aliens, they're probably going to be around 20, give or take. So I think it's going to be a little bit more feasible for our team to survive, and we'll still get lots of good rewards, although we're out the 25 intel. So that explains that.
Menace 1-5, the Advent troop transport is nearby. Engage and
If you
eliminate
wanted
all
to
hostile
save
forces.
Scum, you could just save, try it without boosting the infiltration, and then if you died horribly, spend intel. But I decided we would just play it safe for today. We're not in such a dire situation that we need to do save scumming yet. Maybe one day, but not today. Okay, so the important thing to know about supply raids, or ambushes, or whatever this is called, is there's a lot of aliens, and there's no reinforcements, which definitely helps, but there's often, like, not a lot of room around the deployment zone, so don't make a large move on your first turn, is my recommendation. On any mission, but especially these. So a quick look at our squad. We've got Warakim for Shinobi. We've got Jared Johnson, who is not a rando, thanks comments. We've got Balder, who's our assault. I think we've got one of every class on this one. Pixel for ranger. Fella McGubbins for sniping. We've got Greg Landraval on gunning. We've got Alia Seraphim for officer specialist. Arschlog is our tech, and that's everybody. So we got one of every class, pretty good balanced team. Most people have laser weapons. Everyone that really shoots has laser weapons, so I think, you know, it's a good start. But like I said, though, we got to start off real careful.
Got a group of
Yeah, surprise, surprise, you really can't move anywhere. So this definitely proves my point. In this situation, if I'd moved someone to that square that was not a shinobi, we would have popped this pod accidentally immediately. So, good. Excellent. And now we're pretty sure we can move this far.
I'm on the move.
One thing of note... Oh, see, that's the trouble. Now there's two pods. Uh-huh. So, this is why I definitely wanted to spend the intel. Now, that's a smaller group, but there is an officer with, is that 13 HP? We've got our first Berserker with 19. We've got Muton times 2. We've only ever killed one Muton, and we've already got Muton Berserkers coming in here. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit crazy. Alright, so I'm thinking guns over that way. I'm thinking I want to put the Ranger on the high cover as well. We're definitely not attacking this round if we can help it. We want the sniper. See, this will block line of sight, so maybe just put fella back here. No, I'd prefer to have high ground or something, but, you know, if they jump down, that would be great, but we can't count on that. So let's make sure we've got at least a shot for next turn. Steady with that weapon. The assault is too far away to do much. Let's see. You're gonna overwatch. You're gonna overwatch.
I'm on it.
Shotgun, spec, grenades, or techs and grenades. Okay, so if the tech... So I'm thinking if they do patrol towards us, opening it up with a flamethrower would be really nice. Okay, I don't want them to activate... I would rather get the shot than have them activate with a couple overwatches on their turn. So I'm actually going to sort of dash up with Arschlog here, so he won't get an overwatch. But that way, even if they patrol towards him, there's basically no chance they'll flank him. Although they could patrol this way. Just in case they patrol this way, they shouldn't be able to see anybody, is what I'm trying to get to. Alright, our specialist can mostly stay back for now. In fact, I don't really want to put anyone else on this line, because if these guys activate, the only one that can see the second pod is the Shinobi, who will still be in concealment. So the rest of the team should probably stay back. At least reasonably far back. Except for assaults. That doesn't really work for assaults to stay back.
Heading to that location.
Alright.
Understood. Moving out.
Well, let's give this a go.
Scanning.
Overwatch.
Your Overwatch is worthless,
Moving
but...
to Overwatch.
Hang on. Alright, it doesn't look like they're coming towards us. Maybe they'll group up with 2 pods close together? Okay, those guys are walking away. That's convenient. So maybe we can activate this first group and not activate the second group at the same time. Give me 1 turn in between to deal with this group and we'll be okay. So we want to open probably with a grenade. Basically everyone is in cover from the right direction. The trouble is I can't have anyone run and gun or flesh, or else we'll activate the second. Just trying to think. We do have Iron Curtain. We'd have to move a little bit closer. I think there's enough cover that's basically blocking our shots, so we can only hit a couple. But Iron Curtain is a really nice way to open up. It does half damage, but it lowers their mobility, which stops them from scattering very far. You know, I'm thinking maybe we don't actually activate this turn. We maybe wait 1 more turn. Because if we can get sort of in towards some of these spots, that'll be some good cover. Whereas back here, we don't really have that much good cover.
Moving to position.
Alright, and the Shinobi is, for the most part, still going to stay out of the way, though. I would prefer to keep her, or him, I guess it's a him, concealed throughout this first battle. Also, don't forget, Stun Lancers, 1-shot KOs. Don't forget, Blue. Never forget. Never forgive.
On my way.
Alright. So we'll just move up a little bit this turn.
Moving out.
Maybe we'll be able to get like an awesome
Copy that.
Iron Curtain to open. So I'm gonna move shotguns a little bit closer.
Understood. Moving out.
I'd like Pixel to be in a spot to take 2 shots, if possible, from full cover. So I'm gonna move him there rather than Overwatch, seeing as he's safe there for this turn. And then with the rest of it, this is about, well, no, we can get, oh no, you can't get there safely. I was thinking we could almost get Arschlog there. No, he can't move any closer. It's just, you know, it'd be awesome to open up with a flamethrower. Fella, we're gonna move you over a little bit just for better angle without the car in the way. And then Specialist, close enough to get to full cover, and Grenadier, close enough to maybe throw a good flashbang or something. Alright, we're playing it real safe here. See where they move. In this situation, it would have been slightly better if they'd come towards us, but this is okay. Hopefully this group continues to walk away. Perfect. Just gives me a little bit more room to work with. Alright, I think it's time to go hot. Do we have a good opener? We can't... I know there's a 4th one that we can't see. But our area of effect is not great on the Iron Curtain. Just because, technically... How is that guy in cover? Oh, I guess it's just our line of sight through the middle here is blocked. I might be able to get a better shot. Like if I moved up. But then we might be able to see. See, that's the problem. If you move up, you might activate the second group.
On my way.
Where's I thought there was 4. Wasn't there? There was surely 1 more that we're just not able to see because of some line of sight mumbo jumbo. Alright. We could instead open with a grenade. Wait a second, does our sniper even have a shot right now? Okay, you've got one shot potentially on the Berserker. I'm actually liking this less and less as I'm planning this out. Maybe we don't attack this round yet. Why? I don't know why I can't click on people right now. It's kind of being rude. Okay, these are only half cover spots.
Moving on target location.
Still can't hit all three. Maybe they're a little bit... They're spread out too much anyway. Alright, you know what? We're not attacking this round either. I'm just not happy. I'm really not happy with my ability to click people. Alright, we're gonna move Pixel if I can. Seems like the fences is really interfering with the GUI, the interface.
Roger. I've got my eyes on. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Alright, Shotgun Boy. Sorry, Shotgun Boy is Alder. Or, Balder, that is.
Position. Roger. I've got my eyes on.
I'm just trying to think of, like, a really good spot for Fella here. And... having a hard time. Same thing with my, like, I was really hoping for a good flamethrower opener. Maybe they'll turn around and head back now, and then we can get an awesome flamethrower next turn. And in that case, you know, maybe we'll get an awesome sniper shot as well. Maybe it'll all just work out.
Confirmed.
Roses and dandelions.
Got it covered.
Alright. Okay, hopefully they move into a good spot. Well, maybe they're grouped up enough we can hit them with my my colonel. Okay, those guys are still leaving. At least that group is splitting up. Okay, seriously though, we need to get this started. We can't shoot through any of that at all. That's great. So I can move up to here and try. As long as we can't see the second group from here.
On my way.
Which we cannot. That's something. And we're still being blocked. So this is not really a good shot at all. Dang it! I just can't get a good position here. I wonder if they're going to start walking towards me now. I mean, maybe. Because I can't move my Shinobi. Okay, well,
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
I don't know, guys. Sorry for the slow start, but just want to make sure this activation goes smooth and all.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Bring Fell over to this side.
Got it covered.
Just hasn't felt right yet, that's all.
Moving to Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Sten gun's not gonna do a whole lot.
Moving. I'm on it.
So, I mean, I'd still like to get that awesome flamethrower activation. Well, you never know, maybe.
Confirmado.
Maybe there's a way. I know I could use the rocket right now. Okay, they're coming back finally. So now we've seen their patrol route. And we should be in a good spot this turn. Alright, this is it, for sure. So, do I go with flames? I could hit... Well, I could hit at least 3 of them. I can't even see the Advent guy, but this is really important. Or we could go with that, or we could go Iron Curtain. Either way would work. Iron Curtain is 3 to 5 damage and half mobility. But the Flamethrower, especially if you've upgraded it a little bit, can disorient or panic. And yeah, that's going to be the best open here for sure. One thing that is important is in patch 1.2, the Flamethrower got a buff. So it's got 1 more tile of range than it used to, which is, in fact, just enough for this to work. Now, I wish I remembered where that Advent soldier was in the group. I think he was at, like, the back of the group. So he might be on... He's in that tile right there. But I won't be able to hit him with the flamethrower. Okay, well, it's everyone but the Advent guy.
Preparando lanzallamas.
Come on, burn! Burning, that's the best scenario. Damage is okay. Burning. So 2 out of 3 are completely disabled. They're on fire. There's the sentry.
Steer clear of those berserkers.
Yeah, no duh.
But they're lethal up close.
Alright, so it came running straight at us. As they do. Oh, it ran into the smoke that we covered? Oh, that is just cheap. So it gets the 25. Sometimes technicals just drive me bonkers. So that's going to be, like, actually a problem here. Oh, jeez. Now, let me just double check here. So it's got the smoke. What else have we got? Who am I looking at? This is not a berserker. This is a sentry. Alright, there we go. So the sentry has no debuffs. One of the mutons is burning. So that means he cannot attack. And he will take some damage next turn. And I think this guy's burning as well. So we got... Basically, like, that was a really good start. 2 of them are on fire. So I might want to open with Hail of Bullets on this guy, honestly. Just because he's going to be so hard to hit. Well, I'll save that one maybe for later. That's like an emergency. We have not lost our Shinobi's protection yet. Or concealment. I should probably move Baldur a little bit closer. He'll have better crit chance. And he should get the smoke bonus there anyway, so it's good for future. 79%. Ugh. Alright, you got a crit. 12 damage, really good. But now it's mad. Alright, that's fine. I think I hold off on the grenade. We take a couple shots at it. It's almost dead at this point. We just gotta get a little bit more luck. We rolled minimum damage, so it's still alive. The Ranger... probably finish it. Sniper, almost for sure. But that's really overkill from the Sniper. Someone with less damage would be a bit more valuable to do it. 54 damage. I'm probably not going to need the combat protocol or anything for this round. So let's take the lower odds with the weakest weapon. Yeah, because we only needed 1 damage, so that's the way to do it. Alright, now the next priority is the sentry. And then after that, we have to deal with the mutons, because they're fine for 1 round. So we might as well take the 69%, I guess. That's going to be the best shot the sniper has left. Thank you, fella.
X-ray neutralized. Possible intel located.
Alright, next. Probably just take 2 shots on this guy. Go Pixel, go. Good hit. It's not even required that we kill this guy, but, I mean, the sooner he's dead, the better, basically. Alright, really good luck there. That's where we've wasted all of our luck for today's mission.
Are we looking for this?
Not even important at all, and we get 2 hits at 55%. Alright, all that's left is the gunner. 46%. I guess we just take it. We could probably kill him for sure with Hail of Bullets. You know what? I'm going to do the Hail of Bullets because I think he'll run away. He's on fire. His pod is destroyed. I want to make sure he's dead before he can run and join up with a different pod.
That's right.
And I know it you know, hit the cooldown for our ability and all that, but I think it's probably worth it. Alright, well, I want to pick up this loot here, and I kind of want to scout forward a little bit with our Shinobi. Suppressors and stuff, good deal.
I'm sure the docs will want to see this.
Oh, it looks like they jumped down. That's fine. Alright, we're going to pick up this loot as well, because he should be not spotted, I'm hoping. Might have been slightly greedy, honestly. Illyrium core is always good. Alright, well that was a really good first pod. No problem there. The Berserker and the smoke had me a little bit worried, but we got a little bit lucky. In fact, I don't think we missed a single shot there, so we are probably rolling pretty well on the luck department. So expect some bad luck coming soon, basically. Okay, well, nothing else is active, but you know it's coming.
Designated coordinates.
You know there's a group over there that heard this fight. So they will be coming, there's no doubt.
Let's move already.
So we're going to take this turn to reload, get people into better positions for the upcoming battle. Maybe a couple overwatches where required.
Overwatch.
I mean, optimally we can position ourselves sort of on the ledge and get the high ground advantage. But that'll just depend on how all these activations go. Alright, so good flamethrower. I'm pretty happy with that.
Ready to engage.
The smoke didn't really help us, and it only harmed us a little bit, so I guess we've got that going for us. Alright, from now on, though, probably want Fella a little bit closer to the right side. And I'm gonna probably, like, we're gonna position more to the right now, in general.
Moving to Overwatch.
Although, the specialist...
I'm going!
Alright, let's see if anyone comes up.
Ready to rock!
Soon.
On your order. Overwatch.
Alright, come at me, bros. Yeah, no surprise there. So they must have seen somebody. And that's okay. We got one hit at a low percent. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to keep our shinobi in concealment, though. So it's 1, 2, 3 as far as I know. You could definitely run and gun one of them if we want to risk activating even more. We do not have a shot with Fella. That's very discouraging. I should have left him where he was, I guess. Back over here is probably... Well, maybe. Alright, I mean, it's just a sectoid. They're not the biggest of problems. Gonna move the gunner up. Still in full cover, but maybe a better shot. 48%, 48%. This is the only one I'm worried about, and it's more just that they'll spot my shinobi. So if I could kill him with a little bit of luck, I think we should try. Maybe the suppression would have been better. I don't know, 50-50. I guess it's hard to say.
I didn't get it.
Could try a flank, but this will open up Balder for the second sectoid getting a flank. Too far back for Pixel, who I need to remember has pretty bad movement, so he's never really able to catch up very well with enemy groups. Alright, well, I think basically Fella needs to get in position. I was hoping to get a steady weapon or a shot or something, but if he can't get line of sight from back here, there's too much stuff in the way. We just gotta bring him up a little bit closer. We do have grenades. Never forget. But I probably want to save the flashbang for, like, if they mind control somebody. I'm not seeing a lot of really good options. I have a feeling our shinobi's going to get revealed, and I don't think there's much I can do about it.
No problem, boss.
Unless we can get a lucky hit here. You could try walk fire, but half damage is not going to kill it. We need the full hit for this to work. So this round, now that we kind of need our luck, we're missing all our shots. Pretty typical. Let's see. Don't really want to waste the command on anything but an emergency, because we've only got the one. If I'd done some damage to it, I could have combat protocoled it, but that's not going to happen. Well,
Moving to position.
we could try to take another shot. Yeah. Problem is, I'm kind of expecting that would destroy my tree, even though, you know how grenades, sapper grenades never destroy cover, except for when you don't want them to, is the rule. Yeah, not ideal, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna try...
Get in close.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. What I am gonna do, though, to help... Just to help twist the odds in Alia's favor here, or not Alia, Lightbringer, or Baldur, I guess. To twist the odds in his favor, let's give him Defense Protocol. And then, like, the thing is, sectoids don't really do very much damage with their shots. So even if, you know, he does get a flank shot on him, it's not going to hit too hard. Plus he's got, like, 1 point of armor. So make sure this guy's dead. Technically, I could have used, or still could use, command to get him out of there, but I don't want to waste that yet. I don't think we need to. We can't move Alex yet, but I don't think it's too likely anyone's going to flank him. Probably. I wish I had a suppression or something. Something would be nice. But in this situation, we're just going to do a couple overwatches. Almost wish I should taunt that sectoid to take a shot at somebody back here. Wish you could get there. No, I'd rather have a couple overwatches.
Come get some.
On the off chance that this keeps the sectoid from moving to get the flank. I could rocket it. Could flash it. But I only have so many resources. I don't want to waste them just yet. Like, this could be a really long match. Could be a lot of enemies on this group. We might need it for an emergency later. Like, is this another pod that's activating? Where did he come from and why is he allowed to throw grenades? He wasn't part of that group, was he? We didn't get any overwatches, he just hopped up there and threw a grenade at us. That's great. Alright, well, Psy Zombie, I think?
No, I want to go home.
Oh, just Psy Panic. Alright. Well, this Muton is a jerk. So, I mean, I didn't even think there was a Muton, but I guess he was the third one in their group, I guess. Or he just was the fourth one and I could never see him. So he did some damage, broke our armor, and, I mean, halfway killed Jared in one grenade. Grenades, enemy grenades are always borderline overpowered. Technically, we could probably use one of our revival protocols to break that if we want. Do we have a shot at all with our sniper that we can't click on? 49%. Well, take it because you're not getting anything better. You got a graze, but at least that's something.
I nicked him.
You did nick him, thank you. Ah, gee willikers. Gosh golly. I wish that was considered a flank, but it's not. This is flank. Just don't activate anything else, Pixel. If you see anything to your right, just close your eyes. Seriously? You got a crit and you didn't kill him? With a laser rifle? Three HP left, huh? I mean, I am slightly concerned that there's going to be more pods to activate if I move over very far. But I'd like the corpses. I don't want to blow everything up. So how do we deal with this? We take the risk, move in the open? That seems like a terrible idea. This guy's half dead thanks to Fella. Well, I was thinking if we flash this guy, does he break the Psi Panic? Let's not move forward. Maybe we just destroy this guy. If this did 4 damage, if it can do 4 damage, he would just die. I think we'll go for the kill then. Dang it! Grenades! Can't trust them. Okay. What if we just killed it? Do you think that would break the panic? Should I use... Oh, this isn't upgraded! Oh, I didn't even think of that. This is an upgraded gremlin. That's why it does higher damage. Those are really valuable charges.
Preparado.
Yeah, basically no chance. Luckily, the shinobi hasn't been spotted. We could use him to kill, I guess. It's just nice to wait as long as you can. I'm mostly just trying to decide whether or not I should save some resources. I don't think we're going to be able to kill the sectoid. Alright, we're going to go with Revival Protocol because it won't end the turn. And then I can still use Combat Protocol if it's an emergency. I think that maybe if I'd flashbang the sectoid, that would have broken the panic as well. Breaking the panic. You still can't really get to a safe spot. You just move right there, but then probably activate another group. Take 10%. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of what I'm left with here, is all I'm trying to say. Oh, Blue, make up your mind! Everyone's yelling at me. Ah, gee willikers. Thing is, you actually get a negative aim penalty if you move adjacent to a muton with a big gun like this. Just take your shot from here. Maybe. Maybe we'll get it. Alright, we got the graze, that's all I needed. Good enough, good job. I was thinking we already had 2 50% shot misses. It's time for a hit. Okay, good. Well, now we're pretty much fine.
I'm on it.
We'll just stick like this. If it wants to run away, it's going to run away. Let's see what would have happened. If I'd moved my gunner here, would we have activated? No. At least not yet. I mean, hey, I was worried that might... I was more worried that this would activate a pod than anything else. This is another pod. So it's not like they were very far away. A couple hits in there. Oh, there's the pod with the stun lancer. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah, Sectoid's not very good at shooting. Okay, we're good, we're good. I mean, we knew these guys were around. That's why I figured they would probably activate. I just didn't know where they'd gone, so... Good. So let's see, fella. Because the sectoid's so far away, you're going to open with that. It's hard for the rest of the team to get there. Just took you 2 shots, but you finally got him. Good job.
Hostile terminated.
Took a little bit of work, that's all. Alright, now this guy is in a bad position. It's early on in the round. If this activates a second group, we can still handle it. If it doesn't, this guy just gets blasted. This guy just gets blasted. Get off my hill. Get off. This is our hill. Humans only. Half-human genetic scum not allowed. Alright, next. You've been invited to play Get Wrecked with Pixel. That's not a flank. 2 shots. 1 shot. 2 shots. Come on, Pix. Only needed 1. Thumbs up. You got a promotion out of that even.
This looks valuable.
Yeah, you did a good job. Alright, so you can... free reload. Not free reload, just plain reload. Fair enough. Someone has a free reload, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we're probably going to want to heal J-Joe here.
Heading out.
Seeing as he's got 2 HP left. We will want to pick up all the loot, clearly. So we'll send Alia over. I'm going to use at least 1 medkit charge on this damage. We took it from a grenade. There was very little we could do to stop that. But at least now he's sort of out of one-shot range, or at least easy one-shot grenade range, so he's gotten that going for him. Shinobi's still in concealment, so we move out first with him. And he picks up some treasure. Good deal. Alright, so how many have we killed? 4 in the first group, 3 in the second group, 2 in the next group, so that's 9. I would say that's likely to be half or less of the enemy on this map. So, we started by the edge. What I want to do next is move my dudes up to this edge, especially fella with the sniper, with the death from above and everything. But, to do that, we need to make sure it's safe. And to do that, we're going to have to scout.
Confirmed.
Maybe we'll get a ping for sound or something. No sound. Okay. So we're going to use War Akeem to go have a look. I would be quite surprised if there's anything back here, but you never know. It is Long War after all. Not quite. You know what? We'll move back this far. Just to make sure it's clear. Alright, we didn't see anything. So, like, this area of the map doesn't look like it's got much. Another power relay station. So we're going to start clearing forward from here, now that we can get to the edge relatively safely. And honestly, Balder's a little bit too far forward.
Reloaded.
Alright, Pixel. Let's get you up there.
On the move.
Bella, you need to reload as well, but for now, let's get you into a better position. I'd say somewhere around here will be fine for the moment. We got the big guns. For now, just stay where you are, Overwatch. Medic. I think we're just going to keep Alia in the back and try to keep her out of range of any enemies, rather than healing her. Alright, so the idea here is to not move forward until the Shinobi has spotted the enemy for us. And even then, just shoot them with the sniper rather than move forward. Alright, still nothing. A little bit dangerous, but I think we'll be okay. Alright. So now we've got our right flank pretty much secured, as far as I'm concerned. It's very likely the enemies are over in the Advent base. I mean, this is a supply raid, that's the whole point. Alright, so start moving up.
Seems doable.
Let's get up to here. Really good spot for fella. Probably the best one he's had all mission. Finally get that gun reloaded.
Good to go.
Now, Balder should be probably the most forward of the group because of the shotgun. But I don't want to move up too far yet. Pixel actually at risk of activating slightly. We'll put him in full cover up front. This way we can sort of plan out the rest of the crew. For now.
Go, go, go.
Oh, you used a free reload? Sure, why not? And then we just move people up slowly, smartly, basically. Keeping this medic back. Keeping the grenadier a little bit back as well. Because these guys have reduced HP, they've lost their armor. I don't want them to be in any danger at all, if possible. Alright, we got a direction. That's what I want. I can work with that. Alright, Warakim. You cannot get to much cover on this angle.
Moving to position.
Okay, so they're definitely in there. Alright, I'm willing to move you up to this edge of the river. Or whatever this is.
Enemy squad located.
Okay, so you found them. That's a pretty big group. Maybe even 2 groups together, possibly. I think we wait 1 turn, see what they do, and then next turn we open fire with Fella, and we were able to move Warakim back, so we can take a shot, move them back, wait for them to come to us, maybe get another sniper rifle shot. By the time they get to us, we've already killed a couple of them, and we're good to go at that point, basically. I mean, that's the theory. Honestly, this spot will be pretty good cover.
On the move.
They're not going to be able to flank you very easily.
Moving to Overwatch.
Pixel's got a really good spot. Bella! Would I want to move him from here? It's probably better that he's in full cover, so we'll just move him a little bit closer. And get him a steady weapon for next shot. Alright.
Affirmative, covering out.
And Alia mostly just staying back.
Come get some.
Alright. Let's see what they do. They might be coming towards us. They might be guarding this section of the map. It's hard to say. And there's definitely 2 groups. So only the first group should activate. So we're going to take a shot on, I guess, the officer or the gunner. Maybe the gunner. The goal here, if this is the first time I've ever done it, possibly, is to get death from above to trigger every time. So you want to take shots that you know you can get the kill on. That way you can steady weapon for next shot. And, I mean, you're going to get crits all the time, so it makes it pretty easy to kill most low-level enemies.
Target eliminated.
But, fella there wanted to take a flying shot. Alright. Oh no, that was all one large group. Fair enough. I thought it might be 2 groups, but... Now, you can't take 2 shots at once, so don't get your hopes up. We're gonna... move back a little bit with, Warakim, just so they don't break his concealment on their turn. And it's time to just sort of wait for them to show up, basically. I'm hoping Pixel can get a couple kills. This is when a Sentinel or Rapid Reaction Spec Overwatch Ranger is really, really good.
Affirmative. Covering now.
So Arschlog's the only one that's not in full cover. I'm going to put him in full cover. He's not going to have a good shot with the SMG anyway, so let's just make sure he's not an easy target.
On Overwatch.
Alright, here they come. Drone first, drawing out the Overwatches. Come on, Pixel. Dang it. They're wasting our Overwatches. They're too smart for us. That one drone soaked 3 shots. Terrible.
Only the best.
Yeah, the best. 1 damage, 1 damage. Alright. But this is why this kind of activation works so well. If we're lucky, somebody will be not even in cover from the sniper, but... Well, it works best when you can split the sniper up from the group a little bit. If I had time, like, to put the sniper over here, the enemy wouldn't even know about the sniper, and we just start shooting them. And they'd always have a flank shot. But, because we had steady weapon, we're still able to get a really good shot, even if they're in cover. So, we have shots on Engineer, Trooper, and the Officer again. And the Sentry. I think the priority is the Engineer, and unless we got a graze, it's definitely a 1-shot, 1-kill. No grenades for you. Alright, so that's 2 down before they even have any chance to hit us. Technically the drone is dead, but... I don't really count him. We're not moving anybody forward yet. Pixel's in good shape. Could have reloaded there, I suppose. I suppose there's really no reason not to reload Overwatch. I'm going to put the aid protocol on Pixel, because he's like the forwardest of the group. I think he's the most likely to get shot at. Although I could have checked everyone's defense score, and the enemy will almost... They usually focus on the person with the lowest dodge first. You know what? Probably just kill that sentry too. Do it. It's really good if the enemy have mechs, because that'll do 8 damage to a mech, which will pretty much kill any low-level mech. But I know this is a really large group, so being able to take out a couple more like that easily, I think is worth it. I'm actually going to put Arschlog out of sight anyway, because it's no use. There's no value having him in range of the enemies there. And we're going to pull Warkim back one more turn. Don't worry, Warkim. I'll try to use you on the final group. But for now, your vision is what's really making this work. So depending on, like, if they don't move forward, you know, I can use him to scout. It's a good shot, Pixel. 82% is not bad at all. Okay, so there's still 3 at least. Alright. They didn't even take a shot. We've got 100% on the officer, 100% on a trooper, 100% on a trooper. Because the sniper does a lot of damage, I mean, they're all actually really low health. And this is technically a flank. That's kind of hilarious. Now, let's go for the 4 HP, just because he's got the most hit points. So there you go. That's my sniper combo that I love. Glad to see this one working. So, in practice, what you really want is a sniper with a lot larger magazine. Now, the free reloads are good, but I'd rather have like 6 base ammo, and then you just don't even have to use reloads hardly ever. But free reload and steady weapon means you can keep going even longer. Alright, so you can see, how do we want to deal with this? This guy is easily flanked. Or we could just kill them from up here, honestly. 94% shots, pretty darn good. I wonder if this is the last enemy on the map. I mean, we've been doing pretty good at thinning them out. I wouldn't trust that this is the final enemy, though. Let me just go for the 84. Don't move anyone forward unless I have to. Because that puts us up to about... Let's see, there was 4, 3, and 2. That was 9, and then this group had 7? That puts us up to 16. I think there's going to be at least one more pod of 4. And seeing as somebody is still in concealment... Oh, there's still one left. Oh, we missed a Rocketeer. Oh, I missed the most important one. I should have moved the Shinobi forward before I took all those shots. Okay, hold up. This guy dying is actually, like, really, really important. Now, we had vision from that square, so we're going to do this at slight risk that there's another group, but this guy has to die. All the cover in the world means nothing to a Rocketeer. Like, you thought the Muton grenade was rough? Imagine getting hit by a rocket that does, like, even more damage. That was everything. Okay, that was a fairly easy mission.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
I don't think I would have wanted... 17, I think, is lower than I was expecting by a little bit. But I'm still glad that I used my intel for that mission. It was originally at, like, heavy, which would have been closer to 30 or more aliens. And, I mean, you saw how the opening started. We didn't really have any room to move. So, instead of having, like, 6 aliens around our starting location, if there'd been, like, double that, we could have just never gotten started, basically, if we had a little bit of bad luck. Now, on the other hand, maybe it would have been spread out, and it wouldn't have been that big a deal, and we could have just killed another 10 aliens, and more experience, and more corpses, but, I didn't want to take that risk, especially since I'm still a little bit rusty right now. Just trying to get the swing of Long War again working for me. But other than the grenade, I mean, that was a really good mission. And that was just damage. There's nothing I could really do. I don't think there's anything I could do about that. Even if I knew, I was not going to stop it. What's annoying is that we do take 18 days of injury from an unstoppable grenade on a Grenadier. Hilarious. Technically, there's armor for that. You know, if I'd taken Formidable, he actually would have taken, instead of... Let's see, he took 2 damage plus 2 ablative armor plus 3. So he would have taken -1 from the point, the gear, like +1 base armor, and then 66% of 4 or 5. So he might have only taken 1 damage from that. But then he wouldn't have had an extra grenade that we didn't use. Maybe I should have just taken Formidable. But seriously, guys, you can't predict who's going to get hit by grenades. That doesn't help very often. Anyway, I'll take the damage up for grenades. That seems acceptable. Pixel had a couple good kills on that one. I think we'll just give him some more damage. You know, the cool under pressure would be pretty awesome. And like I said, there's really good ways of setting up Overwatch traps. Especially with the sniper shinobi combo with a high-level ranger, especially once you got rapid reactions, is really, really strong. And because Pixel's low mobility, I'll actually have to remember that later on. Once he's, like, getting close to Gunnery Sergeant, I might give him a respec, and then we'll go for, like, Covering Fire, probably still Locked On, but then we'll go Cool Under Pressure, Grazing Fire, this level doesn't really matter, but Rapid Reaction. And then you can get 3 shots with bonus accuracy, and critical, and even a miss is a graze half the time. You know, like, there's some good combos. Anyway, yeah, +1 damage. And unfortunately, Seraph is also out for... So the officer's out. Well, still, good work, team. You got us some pretty good loot. This is why it's better to do the mission... When you see a supply raid like that, it's better to do it and use intel than to try to stack tons and tons of enemies and just hope that you're strong enough. Because the only difference... even if there was more enemies, I'm pretty sure the alloys and Illyrium would be the same, and the supplies would be the same. It's just, if there was 30 aliens, we would have had the opportunity to get more corpses, and maybe a little bit more loot, depending on your luck. But, no, that turned out really good. We got another corpse. We can turn those guys into swords now. Alright, well, do I want to end the episode right here? Pretty quick, one way or the other. What's the overall map looking like right now? We've got a fair bit of supplies again. We've got another mission coming real quick. This one's, okay, only 5 hours away, so there's not really enough time to do anything significant. But, headquarters is coming along, 67% infiltrated. Let's see, we could look at overall, okay, we've got an extra agent in Brazil. For now, we're just going to work on recruiting in Brazil because it's, well, Brazil specifically is too dangerous. New Chile will probably want to start putting people on intel pretty soon because it's actually really, really safe and the missions are fairly easy if I could just find them. Of course, anyone we're recruiting has a chance to be a faceless, so there's always that. Yeah, we'll go on to intel here. I'll keep a few people doing recruitment. Although we're actually already getting to a pretty good level in New Australia. So we'll probably switch over to mostly intel. Like, for now, I'm going to keep my Sky Ranger in there, boosting it. But pretty soon we can switch them over to mostly intel, just like Indonesia. That'll be fine. Alright, let's see, what else do I want to do? Back to base. So I did pick up some more supplies, so theoretically I could build something now. We did also unlock last episode, I don't think I actually even showed you this, but the defense matrix. So it's pretty cheap, and it only uses a little bit of power, and it's a pretty good idea to build this one for... I mean, if you're familiar with Xcom 2, you might have an idea why the Sky Ranger should have some turrets, and these are pretty awesome turrets. I don't think I want to build it at this second, but I will want to build that before too long. So I think I'm just going to use my supplies for more armor on people, because I think the most important upgrade we need right now is better armor so we take less wounds. If I'd had enough armor that I could have given the Predator vest to my medic and my Grenadier, they would have each taken 1 less damage from the armor, and they would have also had more HP in total. I think you get plus 3 HP to your total. So the percentage of damage would be less. So like, you know, the way they calculate wound timers is based on your total HP and your wound. So like if you have 10 HP and you take 1 damage, it's a short wound. But if you have like 3 HP and you take 1 damage, that's a third. So you take a big wound. So just adding more max HP is good for wound timers. And also taking less damage helps, obviously. So yeah, let's just let a day go by because we've got a couple things that are about to finish. It'll be interesting to see. This mission's 100%, although we can maybe get to 125% if we're lucky. Alright, a little bit of intel. What else do we want to research quick? So we can do some autopsies. I have enough supplies to do the armor and stuff, or I could do more data pads. I might just do a couple data pads because I'd like to make more contacts. I think I want to do contacts more than I want autopsies at the moment, and it is pretty quick. It's only a short duration.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report.
It could be arguable that it would be better to get mag weapons started, but I think this is okay. Alright, we got another mission. Not much time for that. An engineer. I mean, we've got quite a few engineers at this point. So if I don't get this one, it's not a big deal. We've got 3.5 days. I might want to just skip that one, honestly. Also, I keep recruiting people and I never notice on time. So New Indonesia can use, like... Well, we did not even get that mission in good time, so more intel. 3.5 days is not enough. Just got that one extra person. Do I want to do that mission, guys? I mean, missions are good. That's how you level up. That's how you get the loot, all the goodies. We're talking... Let's have a look. Maybe we could do this one in stealth mode, or is this an escort where you start exposed? So you start concealed, rescue from a cell. So we could try to stealth it. We don't have a lot of full squads. Ninjas is basically ready to go, except for we're missing Anna because she's on the big one, basically. But we've got a fair number of people. I think, honestly, I'm going to actually end the episode and think about it, because I don't want to make a rash decision right now. And I'm feeling a little bit tired from this long episode, so I'll deal with that one next episode, and I'll let you know what I've thought. I'd like to do it, but it might be the right time to skip one, honestly. You can't do every single mission, so don't get your hopes up too much. Also, before we end, let's give a name for that last mission. What was that? Who went on that mission? Was it these guys? Yeah, the 2 wounds, clearly. Alright, so that mission was supply raid. Mission 9. Good job. These guys have gone on a lot of missions. 44. Solid. Supply. Right. It might have been our first supply raid, I forget. It's, you know, we're 44 episodes in. I'm sure I've done some things like that. But that was a good one. We got a good amount of resources for the base. I'm happy. Alright, guys. I should save it after I rename things, by the way. That would be smart. That's probably how I accidentally miss missions on there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the series. I will come back to you next time with a bit better of a plan, and we will continue on. So, see you next time.